Alright, my name is Nguyen Tran, and this will be a rhetorical analysis on 21 Guns by Green Day, made by myself, Thomas Vernon, and Kevin Graves. The video is opened with a scene of Christian, the male protagonist, holding one single bullet which can have several meanings. It can refer back to the title 21 Guns, or it can relate to the relationship between the couple in the upcoming scenes. The bullet may represent the piercing of their relationship. It keeps hitting them both mentally. It creates emotion throughout the audience, which is pathos. Also, the light behind Christian's hand is hope. The hope actually foreshadows a positive ending for such a rough start to the video. And the first scene is obviously the hook, which creates a suspenseful feeling for the audience, ready to see what happens next.
Do you know what's worth fighting for when it's not worth dying for?
Do you know what's worth dying for, what is not worth dying for? They're doubting whether their case to fight is worth the struggle. The line states that if you aren't okay dying for something, then you shouldn't put yourself in danger by fighting for it. You should not join the army just for the money and education. If you go to the war, you should be in agreement with the high chance of death. War is a symbol of arguments in this music video, shown through the relationship of Gloria and Christian. This is key to remember.
Does it take your breath away and you feel yourself suffocating?
At this point in the video, you see Gloria to stare out the window while being very nervous. Most likely what had happened was there was a huge argument between Christian and Gloria. This is shown through the flashing red and blue lights outside the window and how the two were separated on opposite sides of the room. Those lights represent the pain that is bound to occur in the following scenes, because it is shown that Gloria seems somewhat concerned, whether it be about a mistake or a crime from the past she made with Christian, and that is coming back to punish their relationship.
Does the pain weigh out the pride and you look for a place to hide?
Does the pain weigh out the pride and you look for a place to hide? This is something experienced by people every day. When people go to war, they're going to be in pain, whether it is from missing their family or the loss of a fellow friend. You may come out the war with pride, but the pain has a long-lasting effect. This is also similar to what happened in the music video. Christian and Gloria are both arguing and both in some sort of pain. The winner of the argument may have pride, but the pain still lasts. Why not just end that pain?
Did someone break your heart inside? You're in ruins.
Christian picks up the remote to casually watch something, but no, he's automatically pushed back by some force while papers fly upward, and there's a gunshot that cracks the glass of the small TV. This shows the physical destruction they have made because of some argument between the two protagonists. This lays down as a reference back to give up the fight, as in to stop arguing.
21 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight.
The phrase 121 guns refers to a 21 gun salute that are performed by the firing of guns, cannons, or artillery as a military honor for the past ones. These are normally performed at a funeral. Then the phrase continues with lay down your arms, give up the fight. Green Day is trying to persuade the audience to forget all about the war, which is the argument like I said in the beginning, and he wants to just end it. He believes that this will resolve all the issues war has given us. This here shows the physical destruction done to the small but complex room. The glass is shattered by bullets and pieces of debris suddenly shooting up. The broken glass symbolizes their relationship hitting a significant low. It represents the shattering of their heart, and you can actually tell because from the mirror's perspective, the hole from the firing of the bullets is on the left side of the mirror, where a heart is on the human body. Obviously, the couple are somewhat frustrated with each other since they are on opposite sides of the room from each other. Christian has his head ducked down in his lap, showing that he is scared over what pain and argument can bring into the relationship.
Throw up your arms into the sky, you and I. When you're at the end of the road and you lost all sense of control.
When you're at the end of the road and you lost all sense of control. Christian has been the angry, self-destructive, left-behind rebel that's trying to fight against the system of post-Bush America, while Gloria has been his rock and stabilizing force, a guiding light of rebellious femininity at the end of his own dark tunnel. This song is the tipping point for the pair's already rocky relationship. Gloria is questioning Christian on his beliefs, values, and feelings, and ultimately trying to get him to stop walking down the path of pain. Christian has lost the ability to control his feelings as the pain is too strong. Now to the screenshot analysis. The camera now pans to the protagonist in this shot. They both don't make any eye contact to each other, which portrays that they haven't yet figured out the problems with their relationship. But something very significant also shows. The girl is in focus, and she looks around the room in its destruction. This automatically shows that she is aware of the pain their argument has caused. There is also more because Christian is blurred out and is looking straight down, which shows a sign of weakness and misunderstanding.
And your thoughts have taken their toll when your mind breaks the spirit of your soul. Your faith walks on broken glass, and the hangover.
Now in this screenshot, Gloria picks up the phone calling for a better relationship. This can be proved because Christian actually makes eye contact with her this time. This symbolizes his determination and his will to fix all the damage that was done in their relationship. You can also see that now he is in focus in the reflection, which counters the previous screenshot where he was still misunderstood over his pain. The writer Green Day uses personification in the first part of this line. It is obvious that Faith can't physically walk. This use of personification hooks the audience to look deeper into the quote. The writer refers to soldiers returning from war. Sometimes those soldiers are so scared they begin to question the Christian faith and their faith in God. A hangover is a headache you get after a high amount of drinking from the night before. In this line, the hangover refers to PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, an effect that can last a long period of time, and where some people with it have used alcohol to relieve that stress, which also ties back to the use of hangover.
Nothing's ever built to last. You're in ruin.
Nothing's ever built to last. You're in ruins. Green Day believes that even if victory comes out of a war, there will still be a negative spread across the entire world, as more people will try to use war as a building block for their own country. This line becomes even more emphasized as he says, "You're in ruins" quickly after the first part of the line. This part can be referred back to the Revolutionary War of the 18th century. Although the Americans won the war against the British, they quickly suffered major problems economically, like debt from the war, and also physically, like land destruction. The writers considers that post-war period is in ruins. The post-war period of the music video is the agony that the couples face after they go to the war, which is the argument.
21 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 21 guns, throw up your arms into the sky, you and I.
Throw up your arms into the sky, you and I. This line simply means to surrender, but in two different ways, revolving around the word arms. The first meaning is to give up your arms as in your weapons. This shows that Billy Joe, the writer, finds no use in violence in war itself. The second meaning refers to your actual body part, your hands and arms, in which you throw your hands up vertically to surrender from the battle. Billy Joe interacts with the crowd in a way saying, "You and I." He's wanting to persuade the audience, especially people who believe war is necessary for the country, to contain peace instead of making things worse for the country physically, economically, and politically through war. He asks the audience to surrender with him so the pain can stop.
Did you try to live on your own?
Gloria and Christian now walk towards each other in the center of the room. As you can tell, the debris in the background all fall down, not touching the protagonist, except for one feather that rests on Gloria's head. This feather is perfectly used since it is symbolic of hope. This could be a reference to one of Emily Dickinson's quotes, who was an American poet from the mid-1800s. That quote was, "Hope is the thing with feathers, that perches in the soul and sings a tune without the words, and never stops at all." Gloria and Christian have now found a light, also known as the hope, in their previous dark relationship. Also, the light is back from the first screenshot. Now, it is just glowing red, and it's behind them. Well, it is still behind them. And this red glow represents love. It symbolizes love.
When you burn down the house at home, did you stand too close to the fire, like a liar looking for forgiveness from the stone?
Like a liar looking for forgiveness from a stone. This line refers back to Christian, and this finally reveals what he did to hurt their relationship. He lied, and he lied a lot. So the lie lost the ability to feel anymore, because the lies have hurt Gloria and their relationship so much prior to them finding hope. The liar, which was Christian, is now trying to find forgiveness. In this screenshot, Christian and Gloria are now kissing in the darkness, which can be a very negative representation for the future. It can represent a future of more argument, but it isn't the case here, as multiple holes are popped open full of light. This light was the sign of hope they were looking for. They surrendered from their own war, which was their extensive argument throughout the entire song, and this created happiness and love once again.
When it's time to live and let die, and you can't get another try.
When it's time to live and let die, and you can't get another try. Green Day brings a somewhat emotional side, pathos, again into the lyrics to convince to the people the pain war causes. He says when it's time to live and let die, this refers back to their old and harsh relationship in the beginning of the video. The author wants us to forget about those harsher times and to just proceed towards a more beneficial future. They then say, and you can't get another try. You cannot physically fix or alter what has happened already. It is time to move on to make better decisions, which is what Green Day wants us to know.
Something inside this heart has died. You're in ruins. 121 guns. Lay down your arms and give up the fight. 121 guns. Throw up your arms into the sky. 121 guns. Lay down your arms and give up the fight. 121 guns. Throw up your arms into the sky. You and I.
Nearing the end of the video, the screenshot shows the lyrics of See the Light by Green Day on the wall behind one of Green Day's members. The theme of 21 Guns music video is directly referring to the theme of See the Light. Gloria and Christian were able to find a glimpse of light to assist their relationship. And also, in the bottom part of those lyrics in the screenshot, it reads, "But it's gone forever, but never too late," where the ever after is in the hands of fate. This quote actually gives the audience an optimistic feeling, saying that there is hope in all wrongs, and this is proven from this 21 Guns music video.